The Dragon. And wiki Warcraft 2 War2USA.com, as well as Warcraft 2 Combat Edition. Wiki War2. Are you kidding me? Boop, boop. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Flare TSA versus Shotgun. That's maybe round two. The most exciting game I've ever seen. Or not. No. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the most exciting game I've ever seen, but we're gonna have to fast forward this game into the future. Or is he going back? Is he going back as Blue Flare? Shotgun's going back to the most exciting game in the entire world. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was impossible, but here it is, ladies, gentlemen, TSA all day, Blue Flare versus SPB and Shotgun, round two. Could it get any better than this? Check out round one to catch all that excitement, but round two, a possibility that was only such a distant possibility, is now reality, enjoyable for you and for me. Special thanks to TSA all day for making this all possible and luring Shotgun back in to the 2v2, allying Blue Flare, the original OG absolute synergy member who was there when they came up with the name Absolute Synergy for the second time. Yep, that's right. When Terror Con, Blue Flare sat down with Indie Storm and many of the other roundtable players and decided that Absolute Synergy was the best of the best of the best of names of clans to join. You could join TSA All Days is Stupid Clan. But we see here Shotgun already putting the punishment on the 9 o'clock player, this orange player. And look at Shotgun decided he wants to just continue on with his harassment, and Orange is super duper in trouble, as any player would be, starting next to Shotgun X, the wiki world champion of the world. He's got that ring and his fingers just clackety clack on that keyboard because his rings of world championness weigh his fingers down and make it so much easier for him to hit that I or Y key if that's what he wants to do, because he's middle ring finger is weighed down exceptionally by that world champion of the world ring, with big cash prizes put up by Tora. Tora is real generous with his big cash prize. Alright. The action doesn't stop as Orange decides to put the punishment right back on Shotgun. Shotgun with a nice defense of it. However, he's got the 2 towers required, and Orange is going to pull on out of this, knowing full well they were able to delay Shotgun, the greatest of the greats of the greats, and only get a little delayed themselves. So that's a pretty good matchup there between Orange and Shotgun. We'll have to see what SPB, Salted Peanut Butter St. Petersburg decides to do. Russia's finest, and that is the truth of all the players in Mother Russia. SPB stands alone as the greatest of the great Russian players, still to this day, as put on, as evidenced here by his ultimate destruction of these 2 players, Blue Flare and TSA all day. But we'll have to say, because only fool counts out. Actually, only a fool bets on, not SPB and Shotgun together. Those two could literally win a world championship if they were on the same dang team. But they're facing off against Blue Flare, who was in the last world championship. Remember, yeah, Lion Braviot. So he did quite well, actually, in the last Wiki Warcraft 2 World Championship of the World. And it's going to be exciting to see who TSA all day decides to ally in the next big Tora cash prize tournament. That when Tora puts them big cash prizes, you want to show up for that tournament. Wiki Warcraft 2, gentlemen. Unfortunately, Shotgun X never able to show up because he's in the future, in a whole nother time zone on the other side of the world, that where the clocks does strike midnight. Up here, they strike noon over there, so he's too busy working out with Mel Gibson and Dougie Fresh that he's not able to oftentimes attend those world championships. I know a man like Shotgun's got to check his emails often, but a man should be checking their emails quite often anyway, should they not? Nice repair job. Wow, Shotgun X showing why he is Wiki World Champion in this defense, as Orange blunders a bit and falters a whole dang bunch to Shotgun's defensive skills. Wow, watch them. But there, Orange actually hit her with a peon. So let's not count Orange out quite yet. Orange doing a pretty dang job. I almost think that this might be Blue Flare. It is indeed Blue Flare. Blue Flare is an OG, old school, super duper good player, and he is showing that why Bravia chose him to ally him in the 2v2 World Champions, as Blue Flare is nothing to mess with. We'll have to see what TSA all day is doing, because Blue Flare has been putting the hurt on Shotgun X. I mean, I can't believe it. When has there ever been a time when TSA all day will try to have his moment to try to outshine SPB, but SPB is the best of the Russians, and this is a Russian server, and they can just outright ban you just by writing Mistral and say, Mistral, you've got to ban all these other hackers. I've watched the last time I was playing Tupac inside the World Warcraft 2, Mistral logged on just so he could ban my opponents. He never had a chance. We were having a good game too, but that's what how he deals with retribution for flooding the server with 100 million bots. You don't even get to play the infamous Justin Schmidt. Ban! But I need to download the other guy's server, which is war2usa.com. So even though the Mistral, the leader of war2.ru, was banning the leader of war2usa.com, doesn't mean they're not allies. I would like to say this more like competition. I mean, somebody was obviously talking bad to Tupac on the RU service. And Tupac was said, I'm going to get all these bots to say all these bad things about this one other American. I mean, it's kind of an inter-American dispute, if you will. Whoa, look at that, Shotgun and SPB deciding to defeat the small 6 o'clock position. And what's TSA all day gonna do? SPB is just a real, actually, the OG, the oldest of the Warcraft 2 players. He just lost his good friend Volva01, one of the great Chop Warcraft 2 players. But Peon Volva, which it would be from St. Petersburg as well, Peon Volva, he would be Aragorn. Still pretty active in the Warcraft 2 universe to this day, but we all know the best of the best of the best when it comes to Russian players, just like they know the best of the best of the best when it comes to Australian players as Shotgun, the best of the best of the best when it comes to Warcraft 2 players in Russia is SPB, and SPB simply dominating TSA all day over at the small 5-6 o'clock position. And Blue Flare actually kind of losing. Blue Flare was able to distract and do quite good against Shotgun X, but Shotgun X has those bedazzled world championship rings adorning his fingers, and that would distract even the hardest of souls of men as they try to play against the world champion Shotgun X. Shotgun he has not won the 1v1 world championship ring, as Team Dynasty Virus holds 2 of those. And U83 Iowa 3P only holds a single 1v1 World Championship ring, but Shotgun X does hold the 2v2 championship ring, dominating the polls, dominating the Americans, actually allying one King Hillbilly to help him dominate the Americans. And Wiki Warcraft 2 history was made by those big cash prizes put up by Tora. Tora is real generous in his big cash prize tournament put ups there. Wiki Warcraft 2 fans, if you guys want to be big fans of that, you gotta be big fans of the big cash prize tournaments that Tora, the real Tora, puts up. Here's a Ogres from Blue Flare ready to pounce on Shotgun, but Shotgun too quick with the defense. And SPB making a lot of progress over there in the war against TSA all day. SPB from Russia. I can't know. Marche, Russia. As they go to Goodbye, America. Oh, here's Bloodlusted Ogres. Bloodlusted Ogres from Blue Flare. As Blue Flare comes crashing through the door and is gonna punch Shotgun in the face. Blue Flare showing you why he is OG, original, super duper, absolute synergy, bad boy, Wiki Warcraft 2 at its finest here, ladies and gentlemen, as this 14-hour game goes into the late game. I want to say special thanks to TSA all day for making this possible, playing this luring Shotgun X back to the game. And Blue Flare has been putting, but Blue Flare's about to field the 2v1 as Shotgun X able to defend off his assault. He's got Bloodlust himself now, ladies and gentlemen, but SPB all in the base of our hero Blue Flare. And Blue Flare is going to leave the game out. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Tune in next time. TSA all day. Thank you, but I want revenge for the last time you kicked me in the face when we were playing Wiki Warcraft 2. So it will not happen again because the sun was in my eyes the entire time we were playing Wiki Warcraft 2. Peace out, homies.